girl, I meal prep. Jazzy, how do you meal prep? Like, baby, I'm about to take you step by step. I get so annoyed when you guys ask me that question. Oh, what happened? No contacts. I think we are set. Hello friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, today's video is a meal prepping episode, and I love that for me. I love that for you. I love that for us. I love that for YouTube University, okay? Because it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but you know, we back. I'm back at it like a crack at it. Okay. Did 2 Chainz say that? I need some gloss. Where was I? Did I get anywhere before I realized I wanted gloss on? Yeah, as you can see, it's another episode of meal prepping. So in today's video, I want to focus on the never-ending question. Jazzy, how do you meal prep? Listen, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. I get so annoyed when you guys ask me that question. I do. And again, I know I probably should not say that, but I'm saying it because I'm going to continue answering that question. Heck, that's why we're here today. That's the whole purpose of this video. But I get so annoyed when you all ask me that question simply because you're just procrastinating. That's all. You're prolonging the action of you actually meal prepping. So this video is dedicated to you, each and every one of you who have asked me that question over and 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 over again. Jazzy, how do you meal prep? Like, baby, I'm about to take you step by step. So after this, if you ask me, I'm gonna say, oh, what happened? Or if you haven't seen the video and you ask me, I'm sending you this link because you didn't ask me more than once. Yeah. There's no excuse. No excuse at all. So here we go. Let's start with step 1. So whether you do this on your iPad, MacBook, your laptop, even if you grab a pen or paper, what is that? Tells you how much I write these days. Anyhow, what I want you to do, step 1, make a list of your 5 favorite meals. I don't care what they are, make a list of those. Now, step 2, from those 5 meals, I want you to choose 2 meals that you're gonna prep for the next few days. You know, so ideally, I think you would probably choose the easiest meals out of those lists, but heck, maybe you be chefing it up, choose the difficult ones. It doesn't matter which ones you choose. The intention for that is for me to remind you that there's no one meal for meal prepping. You don't need to be eating chicken and rice every single day. You're not a bodybuilder. You're not a weight trainer. You're not like, you're not a CrossFit person. I mean, maybe you are, but if you are, you probably wouldn't be here. So I'm assuming you're none of those. That's why you're here. But if you are, let me know in the comments. Anyhow, yeah, I just want you to see that in order to successfully meal prep, you need to cook foods that you actually enjoy. Otherwise, you're gonna let those foods go bad in the fridge. You're gonna say meal prepping is a waste of money, when in fact, you're the one wasting your money because you cooked foods that you don't eat and you let them sit in the kitchen and in the fridge and they went bad. That's no one's fault but your own. So if you know you don't wanna eat tofu and veggies, because that's what I prepped this week. If you know you don't wanna eat veggies and tofu every day, why would you cook those? Don't do that. Do not set yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success. So again, make a list of 5 meals that you love. From those 5, condense it to 2, and those are gonna be the meals you focus on to prep for the next few days. Got me? Okay. Step 3, create your grocery. Did I already say this part? Yeah. Did I say this part already? Create your grocery list. No, I didn't. This is still part 2, sorry. Create a grocery list for those 2 meals that you selected. So whatever you need to create those 2 meals, make your list for it, okay? Now we're on step 3. Step 3, go to the grocery store with your list. Follow your list and purchase those items. Do not think you don't need your list. You can just go to the grocery store without it, because there's a 50-50 chance you're just gonna forget all about the list. and then you're gonna return with a whole bunch of groceries that you don't need. Or half of it will be ingredients that you don't need, and the other half of the ingredients you need will be at the store. So trust me when I say, go to the grocery store with your list, follow your list, read your list so you know exactly what to get. You don't get sidetracked or spend any extra money on groceries that you don't need. Next, start preparing your groceries. You know, cut your veggies, wash them, unpack, do all the things. But basically just start cooking. I don't know why I struggle getting that out a little bit. Once you get home from the grocery store with your items, start prepping, meaning start cooking. Cut up those veggies. Of course, wash them, you know, apple cider vinegar, water, let them soak for at least 5 minutes. Start cooking. Start cooking. Start cooking the 2 meals that you selected. Cook both of them. I'm not talking, oh, just cook, you know, the first part today and tomorrow I'll cook the rest. No, because you're not going to go back and do the rest. While you're in that kitchen unpacking your groceries, go ahead, get to it, start cooking all the things. Doesn't matter what it is, start getting it done, okay? Once you've cooked your foods, get your meal prepping containers and portion your foods, which means separate them into different meals, okay? So you know your certain amount for day 1, day 2, day 3. There's not a specific amount that you need. Just make sure you separate your foods, because I'm sure you cooked, the amount you cooked is for like more than 1 day or more than 1 person, so you're just sectioning those off. Now, if you do not have meal prepping containers, this is not an excuse for you to say, oh, I can't meal prep. I don't have the containers. You don't need the containers. You don't. I'm sure you have Tupperware. And as my parents would say, oh, Jazzy, you just eat leftovers for 3 days. That's all you do, which, you know, I mean, in actuality, yes. But that doesn't sound as appealing as meal prepping. You know, like, oh, girl, I meal prep. Versus, yeah, no, I eat leftovers for 3 days, which sounds cuter. Which sounds more aesthetically pleasing. Meal prepping, right? Right. However, again, if you do not have meal prepping containers, get your Tupperware, which is still like meal prepping containers, but you know, where you store your leftovers in after you're done eating at night. Use those. Use those. Heck, even keep your food in the dishes that you cooked in. Your business is your business. I'm just making sure you do the meal prepping part of it, you know, but how you organize and prepare yourself, that's you, boo. That's you. No shade, no judgment at all. Do what you gotta do because you can do it, and I know you can. Now, the hardest part for y'all, it'd be that next day. Take your food to work. You're going on a road trip, take your food. Take your food with you. Gonna be picking up the kids and you usually get hungry around that time. Take your food. Take your food, because that's where a lot of people, oh, I left it in the fridge. Okay, so what'd you end up doing? Buying lunch for dinner. Buying, you know, out food for lunch. Oh, okay. So did you do anything with your meal prep? Oh no, because when I got home, I went ahead and stopped again for more food, and so I'll just do it the next day. Okay. And you think it happens the next day? It does not. 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 I keep saying it because you guys, so many people do this. So many people. And that's why I always say, you cannot transition into a healthier lifestyle unless you're ready, unless you're committed, unless you're focused, unless you're dedicated, unless you actually want this for yourself. So again, another tough step, take the food with you. You have to have that meal within reach. Go to work, take your lunch, put it in the fridge. So when lunch comes, like, oh, bet I have my food already in the fridge. Don't want to put it in the fridge. Okay, great. Get one of those isolated lunch bags where you can put your food in there. There's so many options. Again, you get hungry when you pick up your kids for school, heat up your food before you go pick them up so you can grab in the car. You want them to have some food too, which I'm sure you do. Grab a little something for them too. If you, and actually, even while you're separating your meals, you know they like a little snack after school, you know you're gonna be eating in the car. Prep a little container for them. Prep a snack for them. So you say, hey, ain't nobody got a reason to stop anywhere to spend money. Not at all. Not at all. So that's what it's all about. That's it. And so when you take your food the first day, take it again the second day, and then the third day, and the fourth day, like however many days you prep. And that's another thing, although this technically is not the next step. The amount of meals, I should have said this during the preparation part, huh? The amount of meals you prep, that's completely up to you. Completely up to you. I know on Instagram and TikTok, you see a lot of people, especially men, they're prepping like 10, 14 meals. But again, look at what that individual does for a living. If that isn't you, again, if you're not a bodybuilder, why can I never remember this? What is it called? CrossFitter or a fitness trainer, and you don't need to be eating all those meals. Don't start yourself off that way. Is it great that you want to start off very drastic? There's a saying for that. I can't think of it. But starting off so drastic, that's great. However, you really have to be realistic with yourself and say, okay, I've done the first part, but can I continuously do this, you know? For example, you all know, at least my subscribers know, Jazzy Baby does not prep for 7 days. I don't. That's not for me. One, I would get bored of the foods. Two, the foods that I enjoy prepping are not gonna be good, they're not gonna be good by like the 5th day. Third, I'm not trying to be in the kitchen that long. I'm just not. I'm repeating a lot of words in this video, huh? I'm not trying to be in the kitchen that long. That is a lot of time to prep 10 different meals. I know meal prepping is time consuming anyway. However, it's all about figuring out what works for you. So it works for me. Instead of prepping like 7 or 10 days, I prep every 3 days. So Sundays, I prep my foods Monday through Wednesday. Wednesday, I prep my foods Thursday through Saturday. Sunday, prep Monday through Wednesday, and the pattern just repeats over and over and over again. So maybe prepping meals for 7 days will be beneficial for you. I just advise maybe like meals 5 through 7, put those in the freezer. And then when you get on day 3, go ahead and take those out so they can thaw in the fridge. And then the next day you can warm them up and they can be regular. So yes, that is an option. But again, I just know what works for me. So that's what it's all about, figuring out what works for you. But you have to not only take the first step, but you have to take the second, the third, the fourth, the 5th, and then you have to give yourself another chance and do it again and do it again. Create that habit, recognize how much money you're saving, recognize how great you're feeling, recognize the difference throughout your daily routine, and then you'll see, hey, maybe this actually is as beneficial as people say it is. Because trust me, if it was not, your girl wouldn't be meal prepping. I wouldn't, because you all know I don't even like to cook. I just enjoy knowing what's in my food. I love knowing the exact ingredients that are in my food, and I'm not talking like reading off of the menu. Oh yeah, this is in here. That's great, but you know, what if they forgot something? How you gonna know? Unless you have an allergy, you find out that way. It's not a good idea. But yeah, so those are the steps. What did I give you all? I think 5. List of 5, pick 2, go to the grocery store, cook, prep, take it. Yeah, 6 steps. Those are my 6 steps for meal prepping. Again, this is not for you to not ask me, Jazzy, how do you meal prep? But just know I'm gonna send that to you. I definitely am. So anyhow, I did film what I prepped this week. Tofu, spinach, rice, sweet potatoes, and I feel like I'm missing something. Tofu, spinach, rice, sweet potatoes. Oh, maybe I'm not forgetting anything. But for my sweet potatoes, I whipped them, and this was my first time because when Corey and I were in Dallas, we went to, I think it's called the Henry. If it's not, I'll put the correct restaurant name there. But it had this brunch bowl, and the bottom had sweet potato smeared, and it was whipped sweet potato. It was so nice and rich, and it wasn't exactly creamy. It was just the perfect texture because me and creamy, I don't really do it. But I enjoyed it so much. So when I was taking my sweet potatoes out today, I was like, ooh, I should whip them up. And I'm so glad I did. You know, I was slightly disgusted because once it was fully whipped, it made me think of baby food. It did. And I almost was like, shoot, I'll put this in like some cookie dough or like pancake batter. I can eat that by itself. But I had to remind myself, girl, you know how much you like sweet potato. It's just like a sweet potato pie, just outside of the crust. So I went ahead and tried it. Absolutely loved it without a doubt. And oh, you'll also see a prep of seafood pasta because for dinner, I had seafood pasta. Usually the day I cook what I eat for dinner isn't one of the meal preps. I try not to touch those until the next day just so I can like, it's kind of like a mental preparation. Like tomorrow when I eat lunch, 2 o'clock, bang, meal prep. Next day, 2 o'clock, meal prep. Otherwise, if I eat one of my meal preps at night, then it just kind of throws me off. Sounds odd, but just don't unhear all of that because I don't want y'all to try to use that as an excuse and overthink anything. Like, don't do it. And I also snack while I meal prep as well, and that's why I usually always have a different dinner for that night. But yeah, anyhow, let me stop rambling. This is long enough. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. Drop them down in the comments, or you can contact me directly on my website at xojrwellness.com/contact. Ciao. Now, y'all better not ask me how do I meal prep again. Don't ask me because I ain't hearing it. Oh, girl, y'all, I talked for 17 minutes. Did I really do that? I was not supposed to do all that. My bad, y'all. This was... Okay, real quick. I have hair. Damn, 18 minutes. I was not supposed to talk that long. And I feel like I was talking kind of fast, so I can't even speed it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to make it not feel like 18 minutes. I promise. But also what you can do if you're like, oh my God, that's like, sounds like a lot of steps that's really extensive. If you want to try meal prepping with Home Chef, let me know. I will send you a free box. I think I have about 2 free boxes that I can send. And what you can do, if you aren't familiar with Home Chef, it's a subscription. You get weekly boxes, or you can change it to monthly. It's up to you. But you choose different meals, and they send you the ingredients for those meals as well as the recipes. So with that, because there are multiple meals, you can use that to go ahead and cook all those meals and have your meal prep set, because each meal is a serving of 2. So even if you order just 2 meals or 3 meals, right there, 2, 4, 6, that's 6 days. If you want to do lunch and dinner, that's 3 days. So if you do want to give that a try instead, again, let me know in the comments. I'll ask for your email address so I can see your free box. I'm really gone this time. Ciao. Hey, let me see if I got off a big snoop. Usually I have my juice in here, but we had wine tonight, y'all, because I was a beast today. I did some content research to revamp, and then I went, bong, let's clean the kitchen. Bong, let's meal prep. Bong, let's film. Bong, y'all like messing with me today. Good night, y'all. See ya. So I need some gloss. But like the lighting is kind of perfect right now, so. But I don't have any gloss right here. Oh, my e.l.f. Listen, super side note. If you have not used the e.l.f. gloss before, honey, girl, let me tell you. So when I first purchased this, and this is the crystal clear. When I first purchased this gloss, it was because, no, all my other glosses disappeared when I was traveling, and I have a carry-on, so it's not like it was stolen or anything. Anyhow, went to CVS. I was like, you know what, e.l.f., I feel like it'll be like a good gloss. Listen, it's a great gloss. I ran with it on for the first time yesterday. When I tell you the lips were glossed from beginning to end, and your girl ran 4 miles yesterday. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to, stock up a little bit on those. Anyhow, let's get to it. So